It's just iconic.
That's so iconic.
It is. It's so iconic. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Glitch in the Matrix. Getting back to some more music. Already put a couple things out today. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and check out our best of video that I put out. It's so funny to me. Maybe I'm biased to it, but I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to do now a live version of a song that she is aware of, that she does know. And sometimes we do that, and it's not because I just want to show her things she already knows, because I do a lot of things that I know. It's because I want to show her a live version of it. It's also when these guys in the band, Europe, are way older than they were when the song came out, and the crowd is humongous. And another reason I wanted to do this is, one, is because you know it, and two, if you look through the audience as the song going on, one, it's massive, two, so many multi-generations in there. This is kind of one of those songs that is just going to live through so many generations. One, because it's just so freaking cool, and two, just because of what it signifies. It's you know, the final countdown. It's been on so many different. It was played like during the fall of the Berlin Wall, and it's been played in so many different sporting events and all sorts of stuff. It's just one of those. It's interchangeable with so many different things that you can kind of relate it to, and it's interesting too, because it doesn't really have any deep meaning or anything like that. Like the music, it wasn't all written together at all. Like the music was written before the lyrics were written. So the music was out there. In fact, the keyboard part, the beginning of it was actually written 5 years before the rest of the song was put together, and 5 years before the lyrics were even put out there. So, but when the lead singer talks about it, he thinks along the lines of, well, you know, it's really about like moving on and escaping Earth, because Earth isn't always going to be available for us, things like that. And it talks about going to Venus, and it's more like a dreamlike state or a future state of us truly doing something like that. And or something out of a movie. And that's really just as deep as it goes, but it's so interchangeable with so many things. But anyway, I wanted to show a live version of it. One, because this is one of those songs that's going to live on for so long just because of what it's about. And you can see it point blank right there in the audience with the multi-generations and all sorts of stuff like that. So anyway, so let's hop into it. And also, I wanted to show you, because you're always, and this isn't really super relatable, but I just kind of laugh about it a lot, is you're always like, you can't ride a skateboard. All I'm saying is, yes, I can. And the reason I'm saying that is because these guys are way older than they were in their prime, and they're still killing it.
Oh, yeah, that's them.
So we're fighting again?
Well, yeah.
Okay, we're fighting, guys. Let's hop into it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please get out there and do so. Check out our wide variety of different, music, different vlogs, all sorts of different stuff going out there. Also, check out our Instagram pages below. And we also have a $1 a month Patreon account with some exclusive stuff out there. We really have a lot of interaction with the members on that. But for now, let's hop into some Europe Live doing the final countdown.
Make some noise.
It's just iconic.
It's so iconic.
It is. It's so iconic.
As soon as that starts, you know.
I got chills. I get chills.
Oh my God.
I get chills from the audience. I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Look at multi-generations. That's like a grandfather, a dad, and a son, all right there.
Look at that little girl. She was my age.
Yeah. And she's probably rocking out. Sounds good.
But still it's farewell, and maybe we'll come back to earth who can tell.
Two real quick things. First of all, I know you want to get your nose pierced. Hey, you guys comment on that. You guys think Annie should get her nose pierced?
It's just the little stud right here.
Little bitty stud right here. But did you see the girl that had one right here? Or would you ever think about doing anything like that?
No.
Okay, thank God.
I wouldn't even want one like those like things right here.
Oh, the bullhorn there, the bull. Yeah. And then the other thing, real quick, and we'll get right back to it.
No hate if you have it, but that's not for me.
I even got a card on my 30th birthday. Mm-hmm. When I opened it, it said it's the final countdown. It's everywhere. All right, let's keep going. Whole audience sung that one. That's so cool.
See his fingers? Oh,
It's crowd surfing. Air guitar.
he's into it too.
So I noticed you mentioned his fingers on the guitar. I mean, I could see why you would be intrigued by that because
Yeah, I wanna learn how to play the acoustic guitar.
that would make for some good quality videos too of you learning how to play.
Well, I don't have one.
Well, your birthday's coming up soon. Soon enough.
Well, if we're still stuck on this quarantine, we won't be able to get anywhere.
Then you could
yet.
practice all the time. All right, sorry to pause. I know people are going to be like, why are you pausing it right now?
I know.
I'm just getting into it. It's just, anyway, let's go. I can give you one of those. This guy's rocking out.
He looks tired. Throw it in the crowd.
See the audience one more time.
Fucking fantastic! Why did I thank you? Dankeschön!
Freaking awesome, man. They're out of Sweden, by the way. Anna being
Yeah.
from Sweden, like I was down there visiting Anna and Derek a long time ago. I can't remember when it was, and they were talking about all these different bands from Sweden, and this was one of them that they're just monstrous out there. And you know who Anna doesn't like? Who's from Sweden? Probably one of the biggest bands of all time out of Sweden.
I've heard of this, but I don't remember.
ABBA.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so what do you think of the live? What do you think of the live performance?
I actually really liked it.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
And I think one of the cool things too is one thing I don't like, and let me kind of explain this. I don't like when a band takes an iconic epic song like that, for example, and turns it into something so different that it's unrecognizable at a concert. It drives me nuts. It's like, I wanted to hear the way I've always heard it.
So much.
Yeah, and now, don't get me wrong, I don't mind it if there's some like switching up or some other things. I've seen some unbelievable performances of some songs that were switched up ever so slightly, just enough to make it to where you can tell they did something different to it, but it was done in such a way that was done so well that it actually made it sometimes even better. Sometimes I even prefer to listen to live versions because of that. This one was so spot on to the original. Yeah. It was awesome. And for a crowd like that, that's the way to deliver that one.
There were so many people. They're like, I was like, the people in the back can't even hear.
Oh, they can. They have speakers running through that whole place.
Is crazy.
Yeah, they can hear. They can't see very well.
There'd be like, I know. It'd be like the people on the stage would be like ants.
Yeah, you just need a really good set of binoculars, maybe even a telescope with that far back.
You're gonna be like.
Oh well, better to be there than not be there though.
Yeah.
That would be super, super cool.
But I'm just thinking like the people in the front must be squished from people pushing.
Yeah, they've gotten pretty good at monitoring that over the years. There have been cases to where people have been crushed, like especially back in the 70s and stuff, but they've gotten better at monitoring how that works and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. There's I don't think I did this with you. Oh, we should do this one. I know you're kind of maybe so with some U2 stuff, but U2 at Live Aid, Bono saw this girl similar to that, like in the front, like it looked like she was getting hurt. He actually saw it, went over and pulled her up over the thing. It's so cool. Maybe we should do that one. It's so, just so you can see that. Not to mention, it's probably my favorite version of that song I've ever seen, ever. Anyways, we're going down a rabbit hole talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please get out there and subscribe if you haven't already. Got a big variety. If you can't tell, if you've even seen our most recent 5 videos, they're all over the place. Yeah. But I think that's what keeps it interesting. You never know what's coming. Anyway, don't forget about our $1 a month Patreon account. Don't forget our Instagram accounts. And see you next time.